Good morning, everybody. Well, today turned into a relatively easy day of load out those logs, take down 3 trees up front, and that was about it. Got a fair amount of rain last night, so I'm going to set the brush pile on fire. The wind's blowing from the woods out into the field, so perfect burning conditions. I've got to put some fuel in the excavator, and then I'm going to go around backside of the pile and see if I can't light that, and then start stacking all this brush on there. This is a there's a lot of stuff there, so it's going to be a big fire. Not a lot of stumps, so should burn good. All right, let's get this pile started. Got a paper bag and about 3 gallons of diesel fuel, so I'm gonna light that right there and see if I can't get that, see if that right there won't catch on fire. It's bigger stuff than I thought it was, but I think it'll go. Well, that might be a very fast time lapse because that took all of about 2 minutes, if that. Well, I think it's going to burn. That should get hot here and clear up right quickly. I got plenty of nice dry brush to stack on here. Well, the fire is burning pretty good now. She's a toasty fire, burning nice and clean too. Couldn't ask for anything better. I'm gonna come and grab a couple more of these loads and pile it on there, and then take the excavator all the way to the front up there to take a few more trees down while this burns down. That'll be good. If this burns down, then I can get around here and grab all these loads that I dumped out over the last 3 days and put that in there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab these and kind of get this condensed up a little bit better and go from there. River birches burn really good. Did you know that river birches burn really good? grabbed about 5 or 6 more truckloads and piled it up right there. It's getting so hot that it's actually starting to catch the piles that I've dumped out of the truck on fire, which is also fine. I'm gonna make the probably 1/4 mile track over there to get those last 3 pine trees down, and hopefully the log truck can come and grab all this stuff, get it out of here. And yeah, that's gonna burn down lovely right there. I imagine majority of that's going to burn down today. Hopefully that'll, I may have to go to the other side of the pile and stack some up, but as that keeps burning down, I'll just keep grabbing all this and throwing it in there. But currently it is burning so hot that I can't get close enough to do so. All right, let's go take a few more trees down. So I got 3 ugly looking pine trees right here to take down. As you can tell, he has planted a bunch of oaks, cedars, and another type of evergreen tree up here at the entrance to kind of build a nice buffer to block all the view of these houses back here to the farm. So these 3 pine trees are in the way to finish planting anything else right here. So I'm gonna dig around them and go ahead and drop them into the woods, get them cut up and hauled back there to the burn pile. All right, I got the first pine tree down. Let's drop the second one here, and if there's room, I'll go ahead and take the third one down, then walk back there and get the dump truck and chainsaw, go ahead and cut this stuff up, get it loaded out, and over there to the burn pile. This ground is super hard, and it did rain last night, so it's nice and slippery wet here on top. So I'm trying to take little bites because it just pulls the machine if you get too much. Smoky. The wind is blowing in this direction, which is fine. It's not smoking too bad, and it is blowing away from the wood, so that's a good thing. Timber, here we go. We got to drop it right here so we don't smash his new oak tree that's planted. That's not an oak tree, I don't think. I don't know what kind of tree that is. It's definitely not an oak though. Dirt off these stumps, make sure I got plenty to fill the hole back in with, and lay it over here to chainsaw up and fill the hole back in and take the next one down. To clean all this up, I'll take that excavator and just kind of slick this up and track it all in. So I got those 3 trees cut up and the logs put in the truck. Let's go ahead, log truck is on the way. Let's run down here and dump these out real quick, come back and get that load of brush and get the equipment back down here to load out the logs. And I'll take you down a little tour of memory lane here while we drive. I'll let the air build up just a little bit. Needs to get somewhere close to the green before the brake likes to really come off. Close enough. All right, so yeah, I don't think I've showed you the pond since it's about 30 inches from being full. So if you remember this project, which is kind of hard to forget, I've been here a lot for the past year. All that was woods, cleared that out, built the pond, put in this road all the way from the entrance all the way around through the woods, and now the house is eventually going to go back up there towards where my truck is, So I've got to continue the road all the way around. But the pond is looking nice. Grass is coming up good around here. Beach is doing well with the little diversion ditch that I put in. Looks like the grass that I planted is coming up through the matting. So it's gonna be a beautiful spot up there where my truck is. That's where the house is gonna go now, overlooking all this. But it's dried out enough now where all the groundwater out of the springs and everything is kind of dried up. But the pond's holding its own, so I'm happy with that. That's that last stuff I cleared. Still got to go down there and blade that off. But the road is held up really well. All these heavy trucks, and like I said, even the off-road truck here driving over it, all that stone that I hauled up there, haven't had to touch it one bit. It's done really well. So it's been a fun project working on all this. And this has definitely been one of the top projects I've done between this one and the Beelygood farm project. These are probably the two biggest jobs I've done since going out on my own. And it's been fun to sit here and watch all the transformation. Also did the building pad up there for that. So fun stuff. And then I cut the dirt off this hill to backfill the barn, and a lot of stuff. All the trails I just cleared, that's burning now. So let's dump these logs out. Let's see how the fire's doing. Looks like it's burning down good. I want to stack it up, but I don't want to get it going too good because I got to sit right here and load these logs out. And I prefer it not to be raging while I'm sitting that close to it. So we may just kind of chill out for a little while. He should be here within the hour, so it'll probably take me that long to finish getting that cleaned up and get both of these machines back over here. But yeah, that's doing good there. It's burning down well. I can come through here and grab these dump truck loads, throw them up on there, and that'll disappear quick. Let's see if we can't back up and get this somewhat close to where it needs to go. Somewhere right in there. See if they'll slide a little bit when they dump. A little bit, not much. Drive. All right, well, that's going to burn down, and I'm gonna go haul that other load of brush over here and get these logs out of here and get all that stacked up so it disappears. Well, the fire's been burning for about 2 hours now, and it's really burnt down a lot. So I'm gonna push this up a little bit. I don't want to get too carried away because, like I said, I still got to load those logs out here shortly, and I don't want it raging. But I want to get it condensed a little bit more so that it continues to burn everything up. If I get it condensed into a pile, it'll burn hotter and faster. Faster it burns, quicker I get to go home and get done. Spread out just a little bit of stuff and it'll get enough heat in it, or should dry out. It's just a little bit of dirt and pine straw from the bottom of those piles. But it'll get some heat in it. That'll catch on fire here shortly. Go ahead and put these big pine stumps, these are the ones that I just took down, in there and let them get some heat in them so that they will start burning. That looks like a big stump right there. I need to put that. I need to find where those big gum logs are and make sure they're burning. What I don't want to do is burn all this stuff up and some of that stuff still be in the pile right there, which I think all of that is currently burning. I'm not 100% sure though. I know this is some of it right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab it and stack it in there because I know that I got a lot more to put right here. Get that good hot spot of the fire. If you remember, that humongous stump is in there somewhere. I think it's dead center. So I got to keep all this stuff condensed up and around that. So, oh yeah, that's a big log there. That needs to get up in there, get to cooking. Get all these pieces, big chunks of gum in there. That way they can burn down throughout today. Alright, well, I'm going to put these couple of stumps right here on there and let that burn down till the log truck gets here. And then go ahead and stack that up real good, go get lunch. And then just tend to the fire the rest of today. Hopefully get all this stuff burnt down really good. Kind of surprised the fire didn't spread over there. This stuff is nice and dry. Just needs a little motivation, I guess. Pile it up and it should spread on over. I got a great big log over there by the building I need to grab too. I'll have plenty of time today to mess with that. Truck is here. Let's load out some logs. And of course the wind changes as soon as I want to load. That's just par for course right there, I think. The wind ain't blowed right here the whole time I've been burning. As soon as the truck stops, wind blows. Machine over a little bit. They're kind of, the logs are all over the place from dumping them out of the truck. It's a little bit more aggravating the load. Because on the front bunk, I like all the logs to be, you know, relatively even up front. They can't hang over a lot because they'll rip the air lines off when he turns or hit the truck. So You got to take a little bit more time and load the front of the truck a little better than the stuff on the back. It can kind of be, as long as it's centered between the bunks, it really doesn't matter. It really does not matter a whole lot. That real crooked one, I'm going to save it for the top, so it doesn't screw up the whole entire load here. Alright, let me finish loading this bunk up and we will move to the next. And we'll get slid over a little bit so I can get a little bit farther away from the truck. And it'll make loading a little bit easier here. There we have it. All those little toothpicks loaded on the trailer, ready to haul out of here. Well, better than burning, I guess. That would take a while to burn all that. So haul that off and get rid of that. I'm going to stack some more of this up onto the fire and go grab some lunch. Okay, time to restack some stuff on this fire back from lunch. It's burning down really good. Want to get all this stuff restacked and more brush added to the pile. Trying to get the pile slid over a little bit towards that great big gum tree stump that was like the very first tree I took down out here. So trying to get everything piled up and in that direction, so that will have plenty of heat to sit there and burn up with. So just trying to grab all this stuff and just kind of rake through the ashes and get any big chunks out of there. That way this stuff has time to burn down and cool off some before I'll probably just dig a hole right here and bury the ashes. Over a little bit. We can grab a couple of these piles and go ahead and put them in the fire. More birch trees. Well, a couple birch trees. Stuff should burn down really fast. And then while this is burning down, I'm going to go around over there and restack some more of that on top. Kind of keep working my way around the pile here, getting all this stuff stacked up on there and getting it gone. Like I said, the good thing about this stuff is it has been here a little while now and it's dried out and it's all relatively clean. No huge stumps, just a bunch of clean brush, and it really burns up fast and quick. That's perfect. There's some stumps here though. Oop, wrong way. There's up top. I'm gonna finish grabbing this little bit of stuff here, get it laid up here on top of the pile, and then go over there to the other side and stack some more brush on top of that great big stump. See if I can't get that burning better. Hopefully that made a good time lapse of all that burning down while I stacked all that up. Had to get away from the pile, it was getting pretty hot. I'll probably come over here and just shove all that up there, and some of the heat's back. I'll grab some of that and throw up in there in a minute when that dies down, but it's burning down good now. Stacked the fire up. I started fueling and greasing up the off-road truck and cleaning everything up on it while letting the fire burn down, and happened to see that the plate that the dry shaft bolts to the first rear end in the back, half the bolts were missing, and it was falling out. And I was like, that's not good. So evidently they've been getting loose and dropping out one by one over the past week or so. And so I crawled up under there and tightened up the ones that were in there to keep the drive shaft from falling off. And I'm going to stack this up, run to town, and get some more bolts and see if I can get that tightened back up and put in place, and let this burn down some more. That way all I got to do is just punch it up a little bit in the mornings. That'll be good and gone. Always something. That's why you got to be observant while working on stuff. I mean, it was probably another half a day to maybe a day from the whole drive shaft just leaving the chat. So yeah, I'm a little flustered with that, but luckily I saw it when I was greasing everything, and was able to catch it in time. Didn't even get a video. The truck's way over there and the camera was here in the excavator, but I'm gonna push this fire up and, like I said, go to town, see if I can't get about, I'm missing 9 bolts. And there's probably only 15 or 16 bolts total, so there's not many left. All of them were loose, but like 2 on the bottom. compared to how much stuff was here, let's see, I started the fire at 8, so 8 hours ago. It's done really good. A lot of stuff gone today. Some of these stumps pushed back a little farther. I need to get everything piled up around that humongous gum stump so that it'll burn down tonight. Then I can rake these ashes out right here and let everything kind of burn down out of it. Because it looks like it's all ashes until you dig through it. And it's full of chunks of stumps and wood and stuff that just got smothered in the ashes and didn't burn. So I'm just gonna keep raking it around and everything will get exposed and burn up. See how hot it is. I mean, this stuff is literally like charcoal from sitting in there. It just needs some oxygen to catch back on fire. Alright, I'm going to run to town, the hardware store, see if I can't find a few bolts, and to come back and see if I can't get Barney put back together while this burns down. So, fire's burning down really good. I was able to get almost all the way around it and grab all the stuff. Still a couple grapplefuls right there. It was raging so good and so hot, I had to get away from it. But it's cooking down really good now. So I'll let this burn down maybe another 20-30 minutes. I'll come back over here and run around it, shove it up again, and it should just kind of keep burning down all this little stuff that's left. Just I'll dig a hole over here and push it over into that. And just hear it howling. And I'm gonna call it a day. Everything is in the pile. That's all that's left to burn. Everything that was ash was the main pile, and then all the brush went out like 30 feet all the way around the pile. So a tremendous amount of stuff here. But got that all in the pile and burning up. The truck over there went and got some bolts put in the drive shaft plate on that, so all that's bolted back together now, and I didn't get any video of that. But yeah, probably come back here in the morning and stack this up one more time, rake through a little bit of ashes, and that should be all of that. I got that big stump up in the pile, so maybe it'll burn down. I'm gonna grab a few of these logs and push up there, but yeah, hopefully that'll burn down tonight. There's still gonna be some of that big stump, but maybe most of it will burn up.